Good afternoon to Sir Muhammad Fadilah. Today I will present about the problem scenario that we have done last week. And my present will start with the organizations of human resource planning and selections process. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Noerika binti Itai from class DPM 1B. From these slides, what we can see is a definitions of human resource planning. Human resource planning is a process of determining the type and number of employees that need to be hired to fill the vacant positions in an organization at a certain period of time. And human resource planning must take into considerations two factors, which is first, internal factors, and second, external factors. For external factors, it's referred to available financial resources and the number of existing employees in organizations. And external factors is referred to outside the organizations, control such as the economic conditions, labor market conditions, and regulatory change. There have 4 basic steps in human resources, which is the first one is planning for future needs, is identifying the number of employees required by the organizations in the future. Second, planning to balance the future. It is to identifying the number of employees that are currently employed and expected to remain with the organizations in the future. And the third one, planning for required selections of determinations, which is to identifying what to obtain and required number of employers. And the last one is planning for growth, managing training programmers and employee movements in the organizations to ensure a continuous supplies of a workforce with the appropriate abilities and experience. To perform 4 steps what I just said, human resources managers should be aware of various factors. The first factors is primary factors and the second is secondary factors. It's important because primary factors is refer the organization's strategic plans. It's more focused to strategic plans what the organizations to do in the future. And secondary factors is refer the possibilities of change in the organization external environment. The next one is selections process. The process of choosing the right candidate with the prerequisite qualifications and capabilities from a group of applicants to fill a vacancy in an organization. The selections process may be influenced by the factors which is gender and age discrimination laws, number of applicants and the number of employees required, and the last one is organizational goals. For this slide, we can see the steps in the selections process and the types of tests that the organization given before we get the jobs or before we go to the next steps. So for the first steps in the selections process, we have to review the applications form, conduct first interview, evaluations and tests, conduct second interview, and the last one, we get a job offer. Here, we have 6 types of tests. For the number 1, IQ test and knowledge test. Number 2, personality and psychology test. Number 3, skills and achievement test. And number 4, ads and drone test. Number 5, test on the internet to perform duties. And the last one is assessment centers.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to Mr. Fadila. I'm Nur Aisa binti Harudin from class DVM 1B. I want to explain about training step staffing process in organization. The meaning of training step staffing process in organization is an investment organization make in their workforce to give employees the skill they need to become better workforce, resulting in financial gain. Training skills can be categorized into three skills such as technical skills, interpersonal skills, and problem solving skills. Firstly, in technical skills, the abilities and knowledge needed to perform specialized tasks. They are normally related to mechanical, IT, scientific, or mathematical tasks. Secondly, interpersonal skills refer to as people skills, and good interpersonal skills help an employee to get along with others to get the job done smoothly. Interpersonal skills include communication and listening skills, attitude, and department. Thirdly, problem-solving skills is referred to the ability to solve problems effectively and efficiently. This means being able to identify and define the problem, um, generating an alternative solution, evaluating and selecting the best alternative, and implementing the selected solution. Besides that, training staffing process has two types, such as in-house training and out-house training. In-house training refers to perform the same duties, but at the same time, the supervisor or coordinator will train the employees by giving counseling, guidance, and opportunities to handle projects, while out-house training is programmed to train employees from the aspect of technical skills or skill to perform job are not related to routine duties but are related to other jobs in the organization include courses, seminar, workshop, and symposium.
Good evening, sir. My name is Vivian Ingriana Rafi, and for my part, I will explain two group decision-making technique that we choose, and one of them is brainstorming. Brainstorming is a method of generating ideas and sharing knowledge to solve problems, which participants are encouraged to think without interruption. Besides, each participant can develop and express creative ideas throughout the discussion that are usually last no longer than 30 or 40 minutes. As for the conclusion of the season, ideas and suggestions are categorized and ranked by the group for further action. Without proper guidance from manager, brainstorming seasons can quickly derail into silent coworkers waiting for another coworker to speak up, hindering the giving ideas process. For second group decision-making technique that we choose is electronic meeting, for example, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and Zoom. With this method, managers can hold a meeting to the discussion with participants that takes place online without doing physical or face-to-face meeting. Virtual team members use the internet and other networks to communicate, coordinate, and collaborate with each other on tasks or projects even though may work in different places or location and for different organizations. Furthermore, electronic meetings can be effective with at least 2 to 50 participants, even up to 100 participants. Rather, a meeting involves a gathering in person or by electronic means of a majority the members of governmental body where there is deliberation over an issue.
Hi, my name is Soleha binti Jrai. My metric number is 20 DPM 22F1067. Today I want to presentation about question 2B. The advantage of group making dedication technique is can able to collect more information and delivery of view. Group can collect more information collectively based on the different background of its member. Information obtained by manager who make dedication on their own is limited to their personal ideas and experience. Besides that, the advantage of group making dedication technique is can able to develop many effective alternatives. Collecting more information enable more alternatives to be developed. For example, a team comprising representatives from the marketing, administrative, production, accounting, and human resource department will likely be able to come up with more and also more effective alternative. Furthermore, when a group make a decision, the group members tend to support the implementation of the decision. Other than that, the advantage of group decision making is degree of involvement. Members feel involved in a given problem and more committed to solving it well. Also, because there is no individual unions in the event of failure, members are less hesitant to participate. Lastly, the advantage group making decision technique is greater acceptability. Group decision making is like a democratic management style. Therefore, decisions made by group are more likely to be accepted by other employees as compared the decision made by one individual. A decision that is made by an individual without consulting other employees may be perceived as being made autocratically.